Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. What is the plan for today? Well, there's a couple of things we've got to do today. So let's see. If we go over here and we have a look. So, sticking an onslaught. I did do that. Oh, I didn't finish the... I started doing the theatre, Imaginarium Theatre. I think I started on the tube, but I didn't finish it. So I should probably finish that, because that'll probably reset soon. Anyway, we've got to do a couple more photos over here, because this has 6 hours remaining. And then this is still ongoing. I got 1 more week until we get a Ayaka constellation, so that's exciting. This has been completed, but this is coming up soon. Well, in about a week. So that's a thing. So the main plan for today is to do this quest, which is the Archon quest. And I'm pretty sure I heard that it's a very long quest that's pretty continuous. We might have to do a strategic exit. So once we start, I don't think we can stop. So we got to do anything non this quest related at the start of the stream, so that we can just dive right in and see where it goes. And then there's an exploration one, which probably has a quest. Ooh, it does have a quest. And then nothing here, because we got Columbina last time. And then this is the permanent quest, so I had no urgency. And yeah, Mini Astra. So essentially, we're gonna start with this. We might finish the Durin quest, because I think we might be on the final part now. This quest, Durin quest, Archon quest, I believe, is the plan. Let me just see anything here. Nope, that's just the daily check-in. Anything else? Okay, there's an achievement I haven't claimed, but I'll claim it later. I think that's everything. Let me see. So, this, I think, is the random quest we started in the last one, while I was trying to do some exploring. Ooh. Okay, this is trying to get me to do some story quests, which we are doing this one, I believe, so we should trigger that. Let's see, anything else? What is it trying to tell us about? Limited time rewards. Okay, yeah, so that's the quest that we plan to do. So we're gonna try and do those ones. Ooh. Oh, I thought you might be able to see some stuff, but this is just the thing. I thought this was something about cutscenes, but maybe I imagined that there was something about cutscenes. But you know what? That's fine. We don't need to know. I do enjoy that you can see the little picture summaries at least. Those are quite cool. And it's kind of like, I don't know if I showed you guys this yet. But yeah, you can see it's like the whole like timeline. And you can see all the major quests. So you start like in Mondstadt, and then there's a couple of story quests that you do that's related to it, and then this one, and then yeah. And then it shows Lyra. And all of the like related quests. Inazuma. Subaru. That's tragic. and then Fontaine, which we finally did, though we did not do any of the story quests. Well, we did like one of the story quests. And then Nalan. And then if you keep going, then we get to Nod-Krai, which is about where we are now. And you get to these two that it wants us to do, because these are the limited time quests with bonus prizes. So that's what we want to do. Ooh, event quests. Oh, there's only one. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So that is all we're going to do today. Wait, why are you warning me? Is it just because it wants me to do this? I know that this quest exists. Thank you. Okay, I think these are the suggested quests it wants me to do, but that's fine. Let's start with the event, and then we'll do that. So let's do this. So we were taking photos with Lapine Pauline, I think it was. And so we did these ones. We did Mondstadt with Noelle and Eula, and then we did Inazuma with Kazuha and Miko. And then we did Subaru with Sino and Nilu. And now we're going to go to Fontaine to see Escoffier and Skirk. And then after that, we'll be going to Netland to see Seatley and Kachina. So let's go and say hello to these guys. It says, with how exciting she can be, you might worry she'll scold you if your photo isn't perfect, just as she does with her trainees. But there's no need to stress, this is merely a small dessert by the name of a keepsake, shared between friends. So let's go over here. So we're gonna take these 4 photos first, because this is the most urgent of the limited time things. And then the Durin one isn't urgent, and it's not really limited time either, but it's just, like, it will build up if we leave it too long. And we were so close. And then we get a new Durin outfit, so we gotta do it. Anyway, it's you, Kaiko. It's been a while, Scoffia. Are you cooking up an all-new recipe? I'm not heading up to the kitchen today, I'm here as a taste tester. Savannah's trying to come up with something new and has asked me to check on her. That said, this is the 5th take on the same dish so far. If it's not the texture of the ingredients being affected by a few seconds of disparity in temperature control, then it's the aroma of the spices used dominating due to over-seasoning. You're as exacting as ever, I see. Of course, cooking is a science and our friendship isn't going to change that. In fact, our friendship and our duty to our customers demand that I be strict. I'd actually have a small request. Would you mind if I took a picture of you then? At a time like this, if the pictures are going up for public display, might I suggest finding another moment? We need to put the set together with care and carefully adjust the lighting and angle for the best possible results. I'm just taking a commemorative photo. I'm also going to test out this new lens. Alright, there's a bit of time before the 6th redo anyway. In that case, let's see whether your lens of the new dish will come out on top. Okay, I think that's going to be an idle animation, but which one? Ooh, this one. Okay, I think it was... No! Okay, let's try that again. Okay, it was definitely... Wait, what's the number 2? Ah! Okay, it's not that one. It's definitely this one, but I think I mistimed it. There we go. Okay, and now... Oh! We gotta zoom in. Past the cooking apparatus. Okay, oh, we need the mouth with the functioning zoom. Am I... Oh, that'll do. Okay. Let's claim this, and then let's go see Skirk. As she gazes at the time-worn landscape before her, it seems as though distant memories have begun to stir. Okay, where? Oh, here. Hello, Skirk. Ah, it's you. It seems our paths cross once again. Haven't seen you in a while, Skirk. Here on some sort of business? I'm preserving the scars left upon this world, as an explosion destroyed this place utterly. But now people have built something new atop that wreckage. All things must end, but where one thing perishes, something new can be born. You've grown stronger since we last met. It seems you have not neglected your training. That's good. I do actually have a small request. I'd like to take a picture of you. A picture? I'm merely a passerby as far as this world is concerned. Why should I leave marks of my existence behind? You're not a passerby where I'm concerned. Every reunion is worth commemorating. If it's something you've decided to do, then do it. I will be here. You can begin anytime. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's not this one. Okay, nope, that wasn't it. Is it this one though? Okay, no, that's not it. Maybe it's one one of her attacks. Oh, maybe it's that one? No. Is it? Oh, there we go. Found it. Okay, okay, let's see if we can just kind of go like this and then zoom in a bit. There we go. Very nice. Okay, let's see, there should be a couple more. Let's see. Oh! Even with a new book and a cozy bed beckoning for her to stay, she sets out nonetheless, drawn by the chance to witness the signs said to emerge only as the mists fade away. I do think it's a little sad that the more regions they add, then when you have events like this, you just miss one. Like, we just missed Liga because there weren't enough regions to fit everybody in. I think that's just a bit sad. But, like, nice, but sad. You know? Just a little bit. Hello, Seedly. Oh, good, you're here, Kaiko. Long time no see, Seedly. What a surprise, you're not sleeping in today. Oh, please, I go for walks once in a while, thank you very much. In any case, my divinations last night predicted that good things would come to me if I went out today. If this doesn't count as fulfillment of said fortune, I don't know what does. Then let's add one to the tally of positives. Let me take a picture of you. But it's not that you can't, it's just I stayed up all night 2 days ago to finish the latest light novel volume. So look me over real quick, do I look okay? The dark circles around my eyes should be gone now, right? You're right as rain, you're as radiant as ever. Really? No tricks now? Just to be clear, I'm keeping all the ones that don't pass muster. You only get the best of the lot. Oh dear. It's okay, Seedly, I'm sure you look fine. Okay, it's probably not this one. It's maybe this. Oh, this one? Ooh, okay. Now let's continue. And we gotta go like this. It's kind of... Oh. Like this? Oh. Okay, that'll do. Oh. Okay, I think I got the pose completely wrong, but that's fine. It vaguely worked. Anyway, for some, mining ends when they strike or come empty-handed, but for others, mining means moving forward through the mountain's darkness until the rock before them breaks open to reveal the first glimmer of new light. Okay, where's Kachina? What's she doing in the bottom of a mine? At least I assume that's where she is, based on how they phrased it, but we'll see. I hope not, because that would be quite sad. There she is. Hello, Kachina. Oh, no, no, run away! No! That's fine. Ah, you're back. You seem to be in a good mood, Kachina. Has something good happened? I found some awesome ore during this excavation. If polished properly, it could turn into a big shiny gemstone. That's great. Right, to be honest, the dig didn't get off to a good start and I almost went home empty-handed. But I thought to myself that I should hang on a little longer. So I did, and then I held out a little longer and a little longer. I don't know how many times I repeated that, but I got it in the end. I only realised the sun was setting when I got outside. I wound up digging all day. That's not Kachina, alright. Let me take a picture of you shining bright. Really? I kind of get shy in front of cameras. I'm not sure this will go well. But I'll do my best. Oh, what did I click? You're great just the way you are. Okay, then I'll leave it to you. I was too excited about Kachina and I clicked the button. But that is fine. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. So we can get Kachina and her shiny rock. Okay, I think that is everything then. Okay. Goal achieved. Oh, epilogue. Okay, let's go to this. I think we gotta talk to Lapine Pauline, I presume, and tell her that her lens is good. It was a pretty good lens. It did a lot of capturing. a lot of photo capturing. We caught quite a lot, actually. Good high-speed lens. And then we're gonna go do the Durin quest. For, I think, the final time? Not entirely sure. Kaiko, I'm on your back. Took quite a few photos this time. The shutter flash lens worked great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. While you're busy taking those photos, I started thinking I can't just stand by and do nothing or I'll never make any progress. So I took the courage to ask a few passersby for help, and I even managed to take quite a few shots of myself. I think there should be plenty of data for testing. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Thanks to Kaiko for stepping in as well. Lapine Pauline, when did you get back? Ninette said you've been busy with something else lately. Well, obviously, it's a massive deal, enough to fill my pockets to the brim. It's got pretty busy for me lately, so I'm really glad you were here to help Ninette out. She's got the talent and the taste, that's for sure. She's just a bit shy, but with your help, she's really taken an important step forwards. So, what's this massive deal you've been so mysterious about? Don't tell Pam when you had another wild rumor and went all in again. Well, of course not. I've learned my lesson. This time it's a real deal, safe and sure to make a fortune. That doesn't sound entirely convincing. If I tell you now, it'll ruin the surprise. Once it's done, you'll be the first to try it out. Oh! Mysterious? Well, hello. What are you guys talking about? I've gone over the test data. The shutter flash lens didn't just meet the theoretical specs, it actually outperformed them, with capture precision nearly flawless. With all this valuable performance data, new ideas are already flowing. I can practically see the next generation's designs forming in my head. The next generation, but master. We just completed the test for this version. I've got to write this down before the ideas slip away. Ninette, hurry my notebook quickly. Yes! Oh dear. Those two. Okay, well that solves that problem. So this one should be done now. In which case, let's go and talk to Durin. We gotta do that one. Let's go over here and see what's happening. I think we're going to talk to Albedo about the whole disappearingness. So we had to choose in the last one which path you wanted to go down. The Mondstadt one, the kind of dark, scary one, or the... Well, one of them was to turn around. I don't know if you could actually have turned around or whether it wouldn't have let you, because you wouldn't really achieve anything if you turned around. But that's okay. Oh, so this is the other Durin, huh? If this had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity the people would have had to endure. So if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero. And you just thought you'd be nice all of a sudden? No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero. Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo. Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point, so I guess there's not much left to envy. So you three still remember Durin? Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends yet. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well. Albedo! You're finally here. Boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you. Ah, you're here too. I think I pieced together some of what happened to him, but what's your take on things? Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories, but let's get on the same page first. You exchanged intel with Albedo, who also checks how Durin is holding up. Well, physically he's doing fine. His body's holding the abyssal power at bay, and there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse. So from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him. The issue isn't so much the abyssal power within him that's gotten out of control, is that the connection between his will and the body is fading. If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts, and that's when the abyssal power within it will take over. But if that happens, this book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case, which brings me to my theory. Bringing fairy tale Durin into this world to place the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbalost's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbalost's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been part of their plan all along. So now there's only one thing missing. The magic, right? As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Teyvat, but I'm certain the answer lies within this book. So the reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible? A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself. Well, if no time to lose, I just need to take a look at the book. Next part of the story most likely relates to me, so the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too. Huh? The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break. I see. Ooh. First, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break. Solution bestowed by the Sage Witch. Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived in Alchemist's workshop. Oh, baby Albedo! There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the Sage Witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself. Ooh, lab time. Giant lab time? What is this place? It looks like it's molded after an alchemist's workshop, or rather a cliched stereotype of one. Albedo? Hold on, why don't I like this? Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them. At least you're still human-shaped. Since Cat Guy... Cat Guy... Why does it work so well? Oh, Eddie is here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yes, maybe. I don't know what exactly you're talking about, but that's probably a good idea. Cat Guy? Oh dear. Since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon and Durin haven't changed at all? You must be special figures in some way. Ugh, I'd like to know more about that too, but seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forwards. Let's take a look around. Is that a hidden path? And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway, intricately crafted. It seems to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale. Come on, what are you waiting for? Next chapter, here we go. Ouch! But this was the chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further. What? Then what's the point of having a path here? Maybe the author had a flash of inspiration, and then their mind went blank? Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer. Over here, I found something. Oh, it's the little heart thing. What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant, that the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherits its tale. So this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life? If that really was the solution though, this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation, so why is Durin still being forgotten? There has to be some other reason. There are still places we can check. We have time. Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more. Unless the little dragon kept moving eventually, he would be forgotten. Okay. You sent almost 300 on a Freya airsoft rifle. Is it fun? This seems like a lot, but I have no sense of scale. Oh, trophies you want to take on Night Nurse. Okay. Good luck. I don't know why I say good luck, but I hope it's vaguely pleasant. Where did I go? Returning to the castle? You seem like you're torn about something. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Sri Lanka. You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it. Why? Sometimes moving on with your life comes at a cost, but that's better than going nowhere at all. You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problems you face, there will always be a solution. Okay. Sometimes I wish I could go back and see it again. Wait. Story will eventually reach its conclusion. Wait, I wasn't done! Go back! Go back! As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle walls, the cloud of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. And as soon as its mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched. No! What's going on? I feel so weak. No! No! That's not what I wanted! Go back! Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up. We reached an ending. But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this. Dodiko, Dodiko. Hello children, if you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending. No! Alice? You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the page of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic. You warning us after it already happened? What kind of logic is that? Let me guess, you're upset that I didn't warn you earlier. Don't worry though, I've thought it all through. Put a very special feature into this book just for you, the witness to this tale, so go ahead, see if you can turn back the pages. Oh gosh, good. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more. Talk about a plot twist. Ah, pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic. Let's flip back the pages. Okay, now we know not to go over there. We're not doing that. It didn't warn me that that's where that was. I was just running. I was just running. Oh dear. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's expensive. Well, I'm glad it's worth it. That is good. Anyway, we know this way is bad, so let's not go this way. Let's see. Anything up here? No. Ooh, we can't climb up here, though. Whoop. Okay, nothing. I think I see a baby Durin, though. Somewhere. They can't go that way because it's a storyless void. Oh, mini Durin. Hello. There you are. Oh, hello there. Hey, it's Mini Durin again. What are you doing holed up in here? I was worried I'd scared everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time. Just like before. You must be really nervous, huh? I guess I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited. I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human. It's all thanks to that Clayman. He's the one who talked me into it. And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do tons of important things. You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure, and go on many unforgettable adventures. I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is the Clayman said becoming human isn't going to be easy, so I'm feeling a little anxious too. He's right about that. Even if you manage to become human, there will always be tougher challenges on the road ahead. Really? But even so, your friends will be there to help you. Oh, then I'm not afraid. Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not afraid anymore either. So are you ready now? Yep, I'm ready to become a human. Wait, what? Was that the ending? What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. This one has so many endings. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day. Just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. We already read this. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tail. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart. And a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forwards. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten. And so was the little dragon born, anew. Ah, Chatterpiece, welcome Spine. Have you been knighted by a nurse, or have you knighted a nurse? Finally a happy ending. That must be the last step, right? Woohoo, we completed the story. But then why are we still here? Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over. Huh? So that wasn't the end? What comes next might be the most crucial part of all, the real last step. If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got. Wow, you're so serious all of a sudden. Ugh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Durin, are you alright? The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold the power back, or would he simply give in? Hey, what kind of question is that? Of course he's going to control it. What choice does he have? Time is running out, so would the little dragon dare to hold his power back, or would he simply give in? What's up with the narrator? Oh! Give in? Obviously we don't want to give in. Wait! We don't have enough ink! The dragon and its companions blank again? Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink? Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story? I had a feeling this would happen. What's happening to the others? Now the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead was blank pages. Dot-a-co. Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope, you just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life. Oh, we did it wrong. Gosh. Is that what would have happened if we'd gone for the other thing? Well, I don't want to give in. I don't have enough ink for that, though. Well, all that's left is give in, so I guess we gotta give in? What else can I do? Oh, wait. This is the only I can do? What do I... Do I have to do something? What do I have to do? Help? Well, I don't want to give in. But there's nothing else here. Is there? Huh? The prophecy is destined to come true. The little dragon was an impasse. Impasse? Impasse. And the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story fades into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured. Is this me? As the story ended with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon shadow in his place. The story's over? Oh no, but that means Durin. What do we do now? Again? There were no choices left. Looks like we discovered another possible ending. So lose hope, we need to keep searching for their possibilities that only you can bring to life. Okay, let's try this again. What's going on here? Why isn't story letting Durin just suppress the abyssal power? He keeps getting stuck. Ah. No! It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in. So what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left? It's possible, it's just not time for the story to end. But... well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end? There really isn't such direct correlation between the story and his fate. Or if there really is, I may have a potential hypothesis. Durin was, and still is, in essence, a storybook character written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. I suspect that has remained the case even after his arrival into Vat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's face was an act of grafting the Durin's story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbaroth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Teyvat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand, needs an author to continue writing it. As Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he's starting to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words, his story can't continue because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me. It seemed the little dragon had made a group of fine friends indeed. Save it. The question is, are you here to help him or stand in his way? This is as far as the story can go. What path will you choose? The story ends now, Durin will just vanish. I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself. By there, I take it you mean the blank page of the unwritten chapter ahead. But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't that too risky? I'm not afraid. Then go for it. We'll be with you all the way. I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go see for yourself. So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together. Oh, okay. I guess we gotta go for it. Come on, Durin. In we go. Somehow. Facing that invisible wall, it was as if the little dragon was staring at the uncrossable edge of existence itself. Then all of a sudden it began to fracture, as if struck by some transcendent will. Oh, I think we broke through. Gotta keep going. Oh, He glitched. Ahead lies only a storyless void. My consciousness is slipping away. Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void. I feel so weak. Stand tall, Durin. You're not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone. Am I truly alive? Yes, Durin, but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am. I can't feel a connection. You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me. Oh, that's such a nice thing for Scaramouche to say. I can't remember anything. Who am I? Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it. My name is Durin. You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run in this world. Fate waits for no one. He's running! Wait, where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do? Go make your wish come true, Durin. My wish? This is how he gets a vision. Your story's not over yet. Your story's not over yet. Silence her. Have you got nothing to say about my proposal? Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished sort of fate, and in doing so, not only write that fate, but allow the story to live on. Quite a brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing. Exactly, and the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away. I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem, that I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all. Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment, and from an academic perspective at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal. Something the prophecy will come to pass, so remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time. Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already, but Alice, I still have one final favour to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled? You mean you want me to, extend your lifespan? No, not in that sense. As Reinhard once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. That is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human. So what is it that you want me to do? I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future. I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I can create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. But for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from. How much? Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind, but the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world, and when that happens, the story will end. Still, it's worth a try. Oh, I would like to send this pen of mine into the future. Oh, my dear Anya, even after all this time, you're still... Look at you! You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity. Once you leave Sri Lanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon. I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details. Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate into that? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone, and he could live happily ever after. I suppose in fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish, and even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main characters after the ever after? Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be your writer's greatest regret? To leave a story without an ending? Not a bad answer. It's true many writers come to consider that their greatest regret, but I see things differently. My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place. Anya? No matter how brilliant a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if instead I could place my pen in their hands and let them continue the story themselves? You mean? You said it yourself, I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to. From what is storytelling, but another kind of magic. And if he can experience the whole tale himself, while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forwards on his own. And so, by leaving him the ink, I can trust him with the responsibility of writing his own story. A character with the power to write their own story. That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen, and like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own. And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya! But there's still some risks. First of all, once he arrives in Teyvat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world. As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point he might lose it altogether. But at the same time, he'll also have a chance to forge that connection for himself. The issue is, this method taps into too many of Teyvat's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. Oh. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them. Besides the story itself, though, I can use that to show them the way. It's entirely possible he burns through all of your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that, I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry. Ah, what the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear. Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child, do you understand what you must do? Yes, I think I do. It's my turn to keep the story alive. Then what's holding you back? What will become of you after I take up this pen? I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go. I know, my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mum too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the story she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here by your side. Durin. After covering this world and travelling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realised I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up, Mum. Well then, take this as a gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning, made your wishes, offered your blessings, even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin? Oh, turn the page. Oh, we're the witness. That's why we didn't get turned to a thing. You turn the page so the next chapter can begin. Fate! Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end. But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Did the ink change colour? Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fates that barred the way ahead. Oh, so this is the final step. A chance to strike back at fate. Now that's not something that comes knocking every day. Go get it, Durin. I cannot die, it will be reborn and bring calamity to all. It has been decreed by fate itself. Know that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure. Oh, a different outcome of the prophecy. Fate! We're fighting fate! And it says another outcome of the prophecy. Oh! Okay, let's fight the Abyss Mage. And let's see if we can fight the dragon. No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up. Ah! Scaramouche! Oh. Okay, I think now we have to go down. I do like this, like, Scaramouche is helping us, and he's all very nice. Attack the quill. Only my story shall endure. Is it kind of weird that Durin has to fight himself? I mean, that's kind of what he's doing, right? Okay, we defeated half of Durin. Half of Fate. But only half. Oh. There's nowhere to hide, I'll cover for you. Ah! And now Beto made us a shield! And they're basically just Durin's parents now. And they looked after him so well. Look at them. This time the light prevails. Thank you, Mum. And so, it was that Durin defeated the darkness, and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over. But his story is far from over. Is everyone okay? We're fine, thanks. And hey, we also saw how you fought back there. That was awesome. Is that a new outfit? It looks a lot more free. I have to admit, I do feel something in me has changed. I owe you all so much. Without your help, I don't know if I could have ever made it this far. Just a shame I couldn't only help from the sidelines. Like I said before, it's not every day you get to put fate in its place. Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday. Hear what? The chance to strike back a fate knocking on your door. Yeah, maybe someday. Allow me to just check one thing. Yes, the abyssal power within you has stabilized again, and those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared. Thank goodness. We did it! I wonder what it means though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, what other law of this world governs his being? Look, it all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, it's time for me to get out of here. You're leaving so soon? Don't humans usually throw a party after something like this? A party? Do I look like that kind of guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right? Some people never change. He's used up his helping tolerance. In a way, though, he is right. This is Durin's moment to celebrate, not the time for academic discussions. I don't blame you for asking, and honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk about it. It's just I wouldn't even know where to start. It's alright, I'm sure we'll get a chance at some point. After all, your story's only just begun. Alright then, Kaiko and Paimon, we'll part ways here. Given the extraordinary nature of the things you witnessed today, I need to make sure it's all recorded properly. Okay, see ya! So it's party time next, huh? Dotako, Dotako. Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then, as per our agreement, it's about time you return that book. She must have known the moment we finished, just like she said she would. Ooh. New outfit. Okay, how do we return the book to Alice? I don't even know where she is. Oh, she's over there. Okay, let's see. Just want to see if... Oh. Okay, I think Albedo's gone, but I kind of want to see the new outfit. So let's go look at the new outfit first. And then we'll go visit Alice. Okay, let's see. What is the difference between these two outfits? So this is the one... No, don't do that! How am I going to see the outfit if your wings are in the way? Wait, these are... What is the difference? Oh, it changed the little heart thing. So this is the Durin. Durin's outfit, as from the alchemical already gradually dissipated, a glimmer of starlight drew Durin's gaze towards the window. Insects, elegant garb. Prince, yes. And then this one says, Durin's original outfit has received a new lease of life. Before the past, when the lock on his heart faded away. Ah, okay. So I think that's what changed. So if you look at, I don't think his shoes changed. I think the only thing that changed is this heart. Oh, and his horns changed. So here he's got a couple more scales, and they're a bit like purpler, I think. And his tail. I don't think anything else changed. Oh, that's like a light purple, a dark purple color. Oh, this is a lighter color too. I think his jacket's a bit glowier. The wings also changed. Oh, we'll have to wait to see if he puts them out then. I keep interrupting him. Also, Vegas here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I think we've just finished the Durin quest. No, we have to go visit Alice. We've almost finished the Durin quest. We might as well just switch it. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Ooh. Oh, I think they are a bit glowier. I like it. We'll use that new outfit. Anyway, let's go talk to Alice, who is over here. Oh, I keep forgetting we can actually see Alice now. Ah, my right as a witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it? You had special plans for Kaiko from the start, didn't you? But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect. Is that Fenty? I chose Kaiko because of the special nature of who she is. It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even considered taking the role myself. Well, you were the only one who understood what was going on. At least it made for an interesting story, right? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard? With the Axon Circle carrying on such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your mind the Anemo Archon might be slightly curious. Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbatos. Think nothing of it. I dare say the Anemo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. Now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labour. Here, please take a look. Well, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rendotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it. If only the others were here too, we could all celebrate together. I'm right here, you know, the only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there. Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think? Come here, child, let me take a closer look at you. Alright, Aunt Sea Witch, here I am. Just as I thought, the child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could. What does that mean? Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed. Oh, so what does it mean? The teacup falls silent. Perhaps the mage's thoughts have already drifted elsewhere. Just like how she was in the story, huh? Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds. Well, there's much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin. How about settling your most recent regret? Settling your most recent regret? Not so fast, Tone Bard. What exactly did you just tell Durin to do? To make a long overdue wish come true. Thank you once again, Alice. How much time do you have left? I believe these should be my final moments, just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend. This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it, not one bit. I don't know how to respond to that. Strange, you were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know? This is M, the vanishing magical echo. Oh please, you know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like. Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you just write him a little parting note? There's no need, his mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf. Ooh.
My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh, and we got a book out of it. And Alice is here. Hello, Alice. I'm guessing that Vendi told Durin to go and play with Dvalin? There you go, your very own copy of the book. We wouldn't want one of the story's key witnesses to leave empty-handed now, would we? Of course, this copy isn't magical in the same way, but rest assured, all the twists and turns are still there. And Vendi's here. And so they flew together, Durin and Dvalin, over the skies of Mondstadt. Who'd have thought such words could ever have described a happy ending, huh? Oh, I think that's done then. Okay! Okay, let's see if we can find the book. It should be in with all the quest stuff. Not that. Here! Magic book left by M must ultimately be handed over to Durin, allowing him to continue writing the story. And it's created a replica of it and gifted it to you. After all, as a witness of this tale, you deserve a keepsake. Of course, this replica lacks any magical properties, but it for sure preserves all the twists and turns. Ah! Okay, it shows you this. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Wait, was there more things? What's this? Oh, Moonberry candy from Columbina. Oh, from... Okay. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. I guess that's that. Quest is done. All is well. Okay, I guess we can continue on then. Okay. Okay, why are you flashing? Oh, it just wants me to claim the commission. Okay. Well, now that that's done, we've got about 2 hours left, which is not... Okay, no, slightly less, like 1 hour and a bit. Which is not the most time, but not the least time. So we might... We should go and start the quest. I don't think there's anything else I have to do first, because we would have to do it first. I think it's fine, but before that, let's just... Oh, firstly, Nahida needs a slight healing. Okay, then we should just quickly switch to my other team, because the little... it's gonna keep bugging me if I don't do my commissions now. So let's use the commissions team, which includes Durin. So that's good. Let's be Durin. And let's go and claim our commission rewards. So I think if you just go like this, and go like this, that should do it. There we go. And while we're here, let's claim these as well. Okay, let's see. How close are these guys to... Okay, he is level 6, friendship 6. We raise it, it's friendship 9, friendship 6. Oh, Yanfei's almost done. That's good, because when Yanfei is done, we can replace her with Columbina. Which will be the next character we should level up. Okay, and we should claim these as well while we're here. Perfect, and then we can switch back to the tiny team. There we go. Okay, okay. So let's see. We want to do this. Okay, why are you blocked? Oh. Okay, I need to go to the Curatorium of Secrets. So, I believe I claimed all of the evidence from Catherine for the Jehoda's, like, intel. And it did trigger a bunch of mini quests. So I think we need to go in there and trigger all those mini quests. And then we can use the Curatorium of Secrets. So I did trigger the first 2, I think, by accident. I don't know how I walked in there forgetting and triggered 2 of them. So that's the thing. Okay, let's see if we can trigger the other 2. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay, this will be the Jehoda quest. This time we're investigating a suspicious hermit. Aren't hermits all suspicious by nature? Anyone who runs off to live halfway up a remote mountain can't be entirely normal. People don't change for no reason, regardless of whether the changes are driven by internal or external forces. Besides, that missing merchant raises questions. Huh? But the area's full of dangers, anyone knows that. Bandits, monsters, there are millions of ways a traveling merchant might meet their end out there. Seeing as everyone knows how dangerous it is, don't you think a merchant who regularly passes through would be well prepared? Despite knowing the lay of the land, an experienced merchant just disappeared. Something like that rightly raises suspicions. Jehoda, I'm leaving it to you to visit this suspicious hermit. It's a long road, make sure you don't stray from the path. Oh, sure thing, Boss F, leave it to me. Okay, then I should be triggering the second one now. And then hopefully the Archon quest as well. Lizard. And Ashro. Is he gonna eat the lizard? Oh no, this looks like the Archon quest. Okay, looks like the gang's all here. Yep, all ready. How about you two? Green and good to go? Paimon's ready. I'm ready to. Okay, can we go over the agenda again? Being nervous, don't blame you. We're a little out of our depth with this one. Okay, so, some time ago, Columbina was ambushed by the Doctor. It all happened pretty fast, and the last thing you saw was her vanishing into the moon's reflection. Yes, so at the time, all that was the rest of us saw was the Doctor using some kind of power. The next moment, Columbina had disappeared, and you were falling into the sea. We have to get Columbina back, and whatever the Doctor's planning is in seizing the Three Moons Authority, we have to stop him before he succeeds. The Frost Moon Scions consider it our duty to rescue the Moon Goddess. I was expecting so many others to come to our aid, so I want you to know that you have our utmost gratitude. Great, well, first things first. Wait! Someone's here. We heard your footsteps, although... You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed Kaiko, but I don't sense any ill intent in you. Come on. Ooh! Who's this guy? I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me. Oh, the Knave's subordinates! Arlecchino! Is the masks different? Is that how you tell? I come bearing news from my lady, the Knave. Tori went through the motions of returning to Shnezda, but it was obviously a facade. However, he has not returned to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, nor has he made an appearance in Nashatown. Well, in that case, he'll be in his lab way up north. I always wondered why he applied for his own private pad. He was planning this all along. Tell them that Sandra and I will go on ahead. If they still intend to pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research center in the northern tip of Nod-Krai. Nice of Columbina's two best friends to think of us. We appreciate the heads up. Our sincere thanks to the Fatui for your aid. Lady Damslet may have left our organization, but at least some of her colleagues remain genuinely concerned for her well-being. Not to mention the Doctor's increasingly cryptic conduct gives us great cause for alarm. We have crossed swords many times before, but it's not personal. We're just on different sides, we don't lack humanity. And so, as a fellow friend of Lady Damslet, it's only right that you should be in the know about this. Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble. I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head to the research center, please proceed with caution. And remember, at least while you're in Nod-Krai, Lady Arlecchino's subordinates are your comrades if you want them to be. This is very accommodating of you. We can't thank you enough. Just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now. If you need us, you'll find us at the Experimental Design Bureau. Oh! Oh, I love Arlecchino. She's quite fun. As the Doctor's left the Experimental Design Bureau and headed to some research center up north. Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time, but when did it start? Before he even arrived in Nod-Krai? It seems his loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service at most. Behind the scenes, he may even be working against her. Whatever his motives, we know that he's decisive and incredibly ruthless. Facing it unprepared would be a recipe for disaster. At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next steps. I suggest we split into two groups. We need some people to stay behind and guard Nashatown. Well, as much as I'd love to help, infiltrating research labs isn't really my area of expertise. But at least take Cool Your Jets Ducky with you. It should be some help during the battle. Hey! Thank you, Aino. As for Miss Ineffa, I suppose you will stay to protect Miss Aino? Detecting operational logic. Protect Aino, priority high. Just in case, Savaka, I think it'd be best if you stayed behind as well. You can lead the research center to us. I mean, I would have said the Knights of Borea should probably be out on the front line, but okay, fine. Leave Nashatown to me. Be careful out there, okay? If things get out of hand, fall back right away. Jehoda will be on hand to assist you. In my absence, she can handle any intel gathering work. You got it, boss. You guys make sure to get back here in one piece, alright? We will. Things are moving fast. We better head off soon if we hope to keep pace. This is going to be a very dangerous mission. I want you to stay behind to help everyone here. So it's infiltrate a secret research facility, or yeah, alright, Pine want to help out here instead. Sounds like it's going to be pretty intense fighting. You have to bring our A game here, so everything you need to wrap up before we leave? Yes, okay, so we cannot do that, but that's fine. Nope, I'm good to go. Then you better get going. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.